Time to do the Hildebrand quest. Manderville, man. The time has come for you to do what only a Manderville can. We are as siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of the House Manderville. Now you must use the knowledge. Go to the fallen chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Huh. I'm gonna do this summoning ritual now. Yes, perfect music for this exact moment in the game right now. Oh, I'm stupid. Wait, so I did the Manderville dance? Okay then. Yeah, let's go. Let's. And that fact that fancy yourself a Manderville man. You will do what only a Manderville can. To lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Manderville man. He comes. Ho ho ho. You're not to fear from me, not at all. The only accounts I come to settle were with the Chimera. Put some clothes on, man. But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbert. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? But, more importantly, how in the hells did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, then who? Wasn't the purpose of us to summon Godbert? uh, by the grace of Fall, what sorcery is this? He yet lives? God freaking damn it. He's booking it. You need to book it faster now. Oh, there he comes. The Manderville is the Manderville man. You need to run faster. He's Hildebrand Halidor Maximilian Manderville. I'm trying not to laugh here. Oh, again? 10 years, Hildebrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their beloved son was dead? But isn't he dead now? Son? You're Hildy's father? Godbert the goldsmith's a Manderville man, smithing as only a Manderville can, oil him up and give him a tan, fit for Manderville man. Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. This is such a weird game. This antique vase must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. Maria. Damn, he's tall. A Manderville man is already... Ha! Do not worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. He's just going to do it right then and there. Oh. The frick? Hold your applause until the end. Byragot, guide my hammer. Isn't that just an entirely... isn't that just an entirely different vase? Look how it sparkles in the twilight. How it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it's a work of art? You've completely destroyed the priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense. I've taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you are paying attention. Hildy, how long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that is not my path. I'm an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others, too. Innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away childish dreams. No matter, you will understand in due time. No, I will not. I am an inspector, father. I can't mean naught else. Miss Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildebrand help with the investigation. We cannot say that for certain, can we? Mayhaps she will take a liking to this reimagining. You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. Enkidu as well, I should think. This chicken is just with us, or will Gilgamesh. You see, you too possesses a strong sense of justice. Full glad I might have met you, Greg. Now, let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. How? I think I might see the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon. Oh, now the noise is downstairs. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna give the vase back to the whoever she is. It's a Manderville can. Man, Hildebrand is such a weird... If I remember correctly, Hildebrand is basically the developers kind of testing out like different animations and all that without doing that too much on the main part of the game. I hope she likes it. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your what? I don't know where you found the gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Durilda, not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... Gaudy trash? Lord Manderville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations and esteemed gentlemen such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Can you put on some pants, dude? Oh, it does, my lady. It does indeed. Especially the exquisite vase over yonder. Although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? I don't like it. I love it. They will go as far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection. Ah, what a relief. It would have been most distressed that you had said otherwise. We Mandervilles do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildebrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist threats? Enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not? Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took Eolan de Queveron's seat on the Syndicate. It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Briardian. Wait, is it in? Wait, where is it? In? Days! What the frick? Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Durilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. Are you sure about that? I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jumpa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the Observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Durilda's sellswords. Once they give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Okay. Just gotta do some flexing. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description? I never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy quarters. Then I suppose we don't need your help. After all, do we? Commandant, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you. Why is Nashu close to sleeping again? Pray forgive my lateness. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in... a ridiculous outfit! A ridiculous outfit? Oh, I am intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? Haha, what reasons indeed. It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. Manderville has not gotten it, and my character is just standing there. There are 3 collectors. Allow me to surmise our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose a goodly small folk, in accordance with Inspector Briardian's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let's all sally forth at once. Yay, we're going to Corthus now. It's so weird for me to think that Corthus is a Realm Reborn place and not a Ishgard place. It's kind of interesting to think about that. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade? Clearly, you're mistaking me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us, more small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But sir, Bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows? Mayhap keeping active will help me to stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find a thieving duelist, I will of course summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Ha ha! Good, you still... Was there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief. As are we. Come, Nashu, we too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Okay. I will do as you tell me. Yeah, see that just now? No? I don't think my eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Okay, the sound is back. Inspector, over there, look. What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. Aha! I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment, I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come now, Shu. We have lingered here over long. We must egress post haste. This, like, Hildebrand and Nashu feels like those comedy. Well, that's probably what it's trying to do. Where you have, like, the boss and the subordinate, but the boss is so goddamn bad at everything, but the subordinate is like, yes, bro. Like, always there. There's not out of the ordinary here either. No luck, Oh, okay. Man, the green chicken is so easy to see. We have scoured every ilm of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that, having learned that his opponent was to be a legendary Inspector Hildebrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Ah, there he is. Or perhaps he's waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but the gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. But by the 12, is that the self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It was buried in the snow. Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should worse come to worst. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. This is so stupid. Like, either my character is not aware what is happening, or he just knows, and it's like, I'm just gonna let them deal with it. I'm just gonna hang out with them. A good bow. Well, Nashu is not sleeping at least, or close to sleeping. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the self-same creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? Okay, so you have Greg trying to search for his halberd, which is right there, and then you have him searching for. Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways, it bore resemblance to a spear, but in another respect, it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was wielded a musket barrel. 'Twas one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it, the strongest of spears. Oh. Enkidu! That weapon of yours bearing a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Now you call me Shirley. No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me! This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear and I'll be best than many and many together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. What is happening? They got a sound effects again as well. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Alley, you're grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, who I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was my rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. Huh? Greg, you betrayed us! I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I have done naught wrong. Bah, you are all beyond reason. Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be a coup de grace. Coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't. So let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. Do. Oh. How the frick did that happen to you? Okay. Nashu, Miss Ellie. Ah, my good man, it is a relief to hear your footfalls. As you have doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. Okay. Now what the? Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive. I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian, content to watch events untold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. Best me and you may have to spare. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. For fair terms, do you not think? I would even extend them to your allies. I grant you to leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. Hehe. For Gilgamesh, it is embiggening time! Okay. He's a big guy now. Is the PvP music theme. Let's go! I'm ready to fight against the man himself. Battle on the big bridge now accessible. Yeah, I did one expert roulette, okay? Or 21 minutes. But I could probably just change to a different class. I'm gonna go for a scholar. I can't apply here? Are you kidding me? Okay, is this gonna work? Change. Man. Yeah, I just have to use this one, huh? 5 minutes, okay. Alright, I should probably get my fairy. Because I'm really bad at remembering that. Full party. Corthus, battle on the big bridge. Yo! Let's take him out. Gilgamesh. And Enkidu is just around. Man, I don't like the ruin attack. It's so boring. Toad? Oh, this is... Oh. It's kind of funny though. One of the players, just the frog, has to run away from the freaking chicken. Haven't they? Bombs, okay. Just gonna use bio and everything now. Just have to remove these guys. Boom. Why is there so many Enkidus now? Might as well put down shields or something. Energy drain. Again, why is it so many Enkidus walking around? Did Gilgamesh just find a bunch of chickens and just use that? Huh? What about the spear, man? What the? I like that all the other adventurers are like... I don't know, I kind of find that funny. It's kind of stupid that you can't switch glamour plates while in the middle. Oh, hey, Hildy, you got back. Alone yet still armed. In any case, he seemed satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. Dodilda, I need to speak to you. Okay, maybe I'm just going to go in as a... what's it called again? Just need to do some major changes to my stuff. That there. Then the ether flow. Get that to like 80. And I put it somewhere around here maybe. Bam, done. And then I can switch over to this one. Yeah. Let's go onwards to the next destination, which is pray return to the waking sands. Dawn trails have the speak to Wuklamat. In A Realm Reborn, it is the pray return to the waking sands. Oh. Ah, this more magnificent than I imagined. It will make a fine addition to my collection. Ah, and with that, our business is concluded. Cheers! I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. All well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are, Inspector Briardian. Why do you not wait for me at the docks? What? Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where's my treaty blade? But did we just give you the treaty blade? Confound it! What the? That's creepy as frick, man. Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from a real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenge in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What's it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. If the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? Ah. The second time. Both dodged. She also dodged. And also... And he's dying on the floor. I believe this is addressed to me, condescending Inspector Briardian. Piss off! 400 years have I slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and the wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Very well. I, and I alone, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. You want to challenge her? Stand and face me, you buffoon! This is so stupid. Get back here! How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? And you, Maria... Well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy. Not bad at all. You're indeed a Manderville man. Mark my face, O phantom of many faces, for this is I, the face of the... Quest complete. Ba-dum-bum. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue. As seeds of jealousy quicken within the inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Manderville man find his Manderville wife? A case of indecency. This game is so weird. Hey, what's with the goggles those men were wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time. Okay. the business of betrothal. Ah, there you are. I've been doing some investigating of my own since we last parted. I believe I found our Lapis Maiden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one Master Guguremu, a prominent member of the East Aldenard Trading Company. Her eyes and hair are most exceptional shade of blue. Her beauty is the talk of Sultanate. Her perpetrated beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently her father is the overprotective sort. Some say that the maiden has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. But all of that is about to change. Rumor has it that the girl is to be wed, and not just to anyone, mind you, to the heir to the Bulgaria consortium. The formal announcement is set to be made at a commemorative feast, to be only hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the street is that the bride-to-be will be making a rare public appearance. It is here that the thief intends to strike. I couldn't be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? Sources tell me that the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol overseeing their preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss, and you're welcome to come along. Wait. Does that mean that Ellie is kind of like the main character? How in Gintama, Gintoki is, well, the main character, but Shippachi is like the character we first met? No, that can't be true. Me and my dinosaur. You're not one of my associates. This banquet is for invited guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way at once. Beg pardon, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. If I might have just a moment of... Ah, yes. The two-gill sensationalist rag. I read their tiresome screed about the self-styled phantom thief and his letter of a challenge. If you come to tell me my daughter is in danger, I can assure you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. I'm not Captain Arabella safe to this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I've spared no expenses in securing the best protection that money can buy. The brass blades of the Godbert, an elite unit of the most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say one of them once caused a man's heart to burst just by looking in his askance. The moment they set eyes on the would-be thief would be his last. If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those goggles serve some purpose other than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous? Consulting Inspector Briardian, your reputation precedes you. And what, pray tell, will you propose? I promise some of the wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending the festivities. To renege on my word would have dire implications for the family trade. My proposal is a simple one. Entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and it will cost you not a whit of your precious gil. Very well. Let us see if your reputation is deserved, but consider yourself warned. Greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances. Such touching concern for his coin purse. If only I could muster the same for his daughter. But do tell, Inspector, after slipped under our noses the last time, what makes you so confident you can catch our thief this time around? Our man may boast 1,000 faces, but he has but a single modus operandi, and that is painfully obvious. A letter of challenge, a precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in a broad fight of day. This tells me that our thief is an attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he means to target the maiden using the same methods. He used to abscond with a treaty blade. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. I have already narrowed the field. Arabella's betrothed, Vanus, would be an obvious target for our thief, so would be his father, Morgant. Yalto Nolto and his wife, Sainana, the guest of honor, will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride-to-be is set to be paired. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Guguremu himself. Finally, we have Leeuwenhart, a steward of Guguremu's estate and Miss Arabella's personal attendant. All the key players save for the Lapis maiden herself have assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the phantom thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information and planning his course of attack. We will begin our questioning of the suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individual, you have to report back to me at once. Oh, I didn't realize that he was there. No, it took me a while. What? I didn't realize that. Oh, okay. Hildebrand, Manderville. I could smell the stench of idiocy and incompetence from a mile away. The pleasure is all mine, contriving Inspector Briardian. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I was simply conducting a bit of preliminary undercover investigative work. Yet to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease. Yes, I dare say your powers of observation rival even my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have arrived to defend the maiden's honor as only a Manderville man can. He also has goggles. He does realize there's still fish on his head, doesn't he? Does say that. Good, Inspector. I realize we have not seen eye to monocle in the past, but the fair maiden's virtue, mayhap her very life, is at stake. From one gentleman to another, let us put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Me? Assist you? Aren't you a funny man? Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless that not even your bungling can interference this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. Oh jeez, that guy. In the meantime, I have promising Lee to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. While I know this may be asking much, do try not to do anything too stupid in my absence, will you? I would speak with you, but not here. I will be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol. Come quickly. We do not have the luxury of time. Okay then. Briardian. He'll come. Excellent. With that buffoon suitably distracted, we can get to more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now answer me this, Ken. You were there when a phantom thief in the disguise of Lady Durilda stole off with a treaty blade. Was there anything about our foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? The identical appearance, the perfect mannerisms. Maybe the mannerism. Intriguing. When most would point out the sheer physical perfection of the disguise, you turn an eye within. A thorough inspection of the mask left behind at the scene revealed a tiny prism sewn into the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change appearance at will, and yet, like you, this was a secondary concern to me. From movements to mannerism, to that utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Dorilla, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. We are dealing with a clever and thorough criminal. Not content to rely on his ample power of disguise, he studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely. Not even their closest friends or family could detect that aught is amiss. All the key players arrived at Costa del Sol 3 days ago. When preparations for the banquet began, this will afford our thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet, some disguises are more challenging than others. But put yourself in the mind of our phantom, Ken. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? A brass blades one of the guests. I would say one of the guests. Would he? The guests are well acquainted with each other. One misstep and the thief's cover would be blown. No, there's more logical first target. One that would afford him the opportunity to gather in the knowledge he needs, at the less risk. Yes, one of the brass blades of the Gerbera. Strong in number, few of words, able to come and go as they please. A fearsome reputation to scare away any who would draw near enough to realize something was amiss. An ideal entry into Costa del Sol for our man. Deducing as much, I made a point to question brass blades in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned that there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for 3 days past. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to general security duties, each of the blades has been assigned to serve as bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell us of his assigned charge, like as not, his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Our thief will not have had the time to carry the unconscious man far. I will canvass the immediate area. You begin to search the outskirts of Costa del Sol. Jeez, it's so much reading there. I should probably have a glass of water or something. Ah, I found him. I found the man. Excellent. You're one of the less incompetent assistants I have worked with. Thank gods. Please, free me from these chains before the snippers eat me alive. Okay. There. Now, tell me all that you can remember about what happened to you, and try to be brief. We just arrived at Costa del Sol, had a briefing of sorts. Master Guguremu gave us each our orders, who'd be looking after and the like. Had a mind to tour the area, get my bearings. Next time I knew, I felt a thwack on the back of my head. When it came to, here I was, stripped to my skivvies. much to the chagrin for those who have to look at you. You say you received orders from Master Guru Meru. Who was to be your charge? My memory is hasty, but one was Morgant, father of the groom. The other was a Lalafelin Gent from Limsa. Yalto Nolto. Now try your best to remember, were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? Come to think of it, yes. There was also the steward, Leonhardt. I was to review him with the schedule of events, discuss the protection or key supplies, that sort of thing. Morgant, Yalto Nolto, and Leonhardt. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proven astonishingly enlightening. I shall see this man back to the seat and into the possession of some new clothes, after which I shall return to Costa del Sol to continue the investigation. Go on ahead of me and, for love of the gods, just make sure that imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence. Okay. Easy. Ah, there you are, friend, and not a moment too soon, for I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, did your and Inspector Briardian's avenue of inquiry bear fruit? Morgant, Yaltunultu, and his steward Lewenhart, you say? This does not surprise me. Yes, I had considered them all exceptionally suspicious from the start. With the Lapis Maiden in danger, we cannot afford a moment's delay. I, Hildebrand, shall have our thief in shackles before the inspector returns. Fear not, friend. The inspector shall be none the wiser. Haha, if he had hoped to nab the fiend off for himself, he should have simplified the task for me so. Ah, there's one of our suspects standing suspiciously under the canopy over there. Just you wait, fiend. I shall rip the mask from your face and reveal you for the rogue that you are. Morgant. Stand back, friend. The man who pursues is a criminal mastermind. The merest slip of a tongue could put our case, nay, our very lives, in danger. But have no fear, Miss Ellie. Ready your quill, that I might record my every word as I apply the time-ordered art of parley, handed down from Manderville man of ages past, to reveal our foe. I can think of few topics that would interest my readers less than your blatherings. Just catch the thieves so I can have my story, would you? Don't worry, Inspector. I brought my quill and journal too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word. Capital. That is why you're my favorite assistant, Nashu. Now behold as I ensnare our prey with a web of words leading to his inevitable demise. Good evening, Master Guguremu. And a fine evening it must be, for you most of all. Allow me to offer my most heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal to the enchanting Miss Arabella. What is this nonsense? Arabella is my daughter, you... Just who in the seven hells are you anyway? Guards! Guards! Now hold your chuckabos, Guguremu. I recognize that lad. This is Hildebrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Come to save the lovely lass from the clutches of the phantom thief, have ya? I reckon we owe the man our gratitude, eh, Vanes? The phantom thief? Balderdash and rot, if you ask me. That said, my throttle must be quite a beauty indeed. There are such rumours told about her. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. Ha-ha! He exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such an effete, fashion-challenged youth. Most suspicious. He's a damn sight easier on ice than you. Aha, that's me, Vanus. Ever calm in the face of danger, truly his father's son. A worthy heir to the Brigade Consortium, and a worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I foresee many years of prosperity of our families. Or family, I should say, ho ho. Which reminds me, Master Vanus, Arabella asked me to convey her gratitude to you for the golden clasp you sent some months ago. It has not left her neck since the day. Well, that little trinket, 'twas nothing. Tell your daughter the greatest treasures in the realm will be hers once we are wed. Ha ha ha! The time-honored Manderville art to parley. We be sleeping with the fishes now that Morgant now spoke up on her behalf. That said, nothing about the interactions between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. Let us not rush to a conclusion, Miss Ellie. A gentleman fancies a more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Let's not rush to conclusion. Isn't he the guy that rushes to conclusions? Oops, I was supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. I sought only to earn the trust of the families before confronting Yalto Nolto and Lewenhart, who has aroused my suspicion from the start. Come, we have a thief to apprehend. I've not seen your face around here. With the East Aldenard Training Company, are you? Why, yes, good sir. Very much with them. Some might even say we are the Eastern Tele Company. Ha ha ha. A whole pleasure to meet ya. Do tell, is the Lapis maiden as lovely as they say? Sainana says no slouch herself, but like me, she's getting on in years. No offense intended, my dear. Oh, where are my manners? Yalto Nultus or the Brigade Consortium. And this is my wife, Sainana. I look forward to many profitable dealings with you and yours in the moons and years to come. Aye, I dare say this wedding, and a joining together with our family businesses, could be happening a better time. With all the manner of fell beasts and beastmen taking aim at our wares. Why, just the other day, a shipment of imported foodstuff was waylaid by the Mandragoras. Nasty buggers, the lot of them. If I went 20 years ago younger, I'd dice them up myself and make a salad out of... You have heard of a Mandragoras, haven't you? But of course. I once spent a year honing body and mind with a fist of Rog. My fellow monks now chant several hundred mantra, what's it, a day. And your food stores were occasionally raided by the ruthless band of rogue vegetables known as the Mandragoras, yes? Would it kill you to read a Mithril Eye and educate yourself from time to time? A fearsome lot, they are. Rumours has it that they'll not rest until the very fruit of vegetable harvested for consumption has been freed from captivity. Why? They struck at the larder here just days ago. Our supplies were decimated. Fear not, my lady. I was able to arrange for an emergency shipment to replace the stolen produce. It arrived safely some time ago. Did Nashu getting close to sleeping again? Settle down, Sainana. Forgive me, wife. She's always saying how meat is bad for her figure, and with that, I best go prepare my speech. Carry on, lads. Criminy, none of those three were suspicious in the least, but we must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. When there is a will, a gentleman shall find a way. Come, Nashu, we must move quickly, or the Lapis maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. You speak so fast, Inspector. The sign of a quick mind, I'm sure. Now, where was I? Give up hope? He of many faces will laugh last? The Lapis Maiden shall not be the one to come to harm. I'm not sure that captures the inspector's intended meaning. But this is no time for us to be standing around. Inspector Briardian will be back at any moment, and it's not a time to suffer excuses. Quite so, Miss Sally. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let us investigate the foodstuffs of which Master Lewinhart spoke. Should we find any contradictions in his testimony, we can't consider the man a prime suspect. Inspector Briardian will be back before long. Come, Nashu, this is no time to delay. Nashu is not paying attention, is she? Interacting with the food supply. Crates of assorted foodstuffs and a veritable host of luscious-looking coconuts. It appears that our man Lewinhart spoke true? Ya gods! Are those explosive? I spy concealed amongst those coconuts. Perhaps I spoke in haste. It would appear that we have found our phantom thief after all. All those are mine, Inspector. I was looking for a place to set them down. You see, and those coconuts were looking awfully lonely. Nashu, far be it for me to cast doubt on your choice of hobbies, but what in the name of the 12 would possess you to bring your creations to an investigation? Well, they were so helpful in jogging your memory at that one time, and I just thought, does this mean you won't be needing this piece of driftwood either? Your enthusiasm is always admirable, Nashu, but in this event, I feared somewhat misdirecting. Now, set the driftwood down over there and concentrate on taking your notes like the astute assistant you are. It's just a stick. I say, we're most fortunate that confounding Inspector Briardian is otherwise occupied at the moment. Were he to chance upon this scene, he would veritably explode in rage. Now, let us dispose of these things before an errant amber sends us all to a fiery demise. Confounding Inspector Briardian, explode, a fiery demise, got it. Are you sure about that? Don't look now, but someone has returned at the absolute worst possible time. You two were supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspects and staying out of trouble, yes? The inspector will have a fit if he sees you here. But, Miss Ellie, should Inspector Briardian come upon this explosive, the consequences will ever be more dire. Can I always see that the inspector keeps a wide berth of his beach? You two just get out of here and be quick about it. Quick thinking, Miss Ellie. Come now, Shu. We shall return to our creations once Inspector Briardian has been led safely from the scene. Investigation calls us, and we must heed its cry. I think I'm going to end the stream here. It's way too much text for me to read. And I'm not really good at that kind of stuff, because I do think I might be reading either too heavy, too loud, or too fast. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.